All right, here we go. Day 946 at the park. Now, I know I told you before that this shirt has to go, right? And it will go one day. Today's not that day. And so, I just had a really awesome interview. I never knew what it's like to do an online interview when you have all the bells and whistles of your whole social media thing. So it's pretty fun. It might have been a little bit overboard, but I knew I was pretty proficient in all the stuff that they asked me to and whatever. And so I hope it was entertaining, and I hope that I get the job. So all day today, right? It was a productive day of school, okay? Not productive that I taught them like brain surgery or something, right? But I taught them something really simple. How to get on your account, okay? So a lot of these schools, all right, they're going to go to this online learning thing where half their school or half their class, if it's not the teacher teaching, then you have this curriculum thing that the kids are supposed to sign on. And then all their school is this online program that the district bought from some company. There's a lot of these companies. And then, they just do the stuff and then self-grades and whatever, right? Now, on mine, we have a supplement one. It's called Acellus. Like in the summer, it's Apex, right? And then some people, they do this one called Ingenuity. There's all these different ones that people do. But when I first did that Apex summer school thing last year, well, let's rewind to last year. Okay, March, get shut down. Say, hey, you got to do this thing. I'm like, okay, no big deal, right? So I put all my kids in the class. There's this thing, generate email to the students, their username, password. All right. And then, a lot of my kids, they got in, they trickled in. But some of the kids, I'm like, hey, they're not doing it. So I kept emailing. I mean, what I mean by emailing, click the email button, not actually writing to my subscriber, hey, this Steve Shannon. No, it's just whatever the generated thing was, and that's what I sent to them. And so some people, they never made it onto that thing. And that's it. Now, can I fail them? No. Because the thing is, you never know. I mean, that the way that we did last year, it's people can fail. In the summer school, right? Apex. We email them the stuff. They either, do it or not. So since I just emailed the people, no one passed. And this sucks. These kids can't be that bad. Or am I just a bad teacher? Right? So then May, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to call each and every one of these kids and make sure they could sign on. Right? And so when I was doing that, making the calls, it took a long time. But it turns out that a lot of these kids just didn't know how to follow the directions. Right? And then some of them didn't even speak English. So once I was able to get them to sign on, they were able to pass the class. I'm like, oh, so basic, right? And so I did it again in June. And then so I signed, I got more. But just the basic stuff on getting them to be able to sign on. And then, in July, I added more on just just basic ideas. I'm like, look, you're either going to graduate or you're going to go back to school with people my age, in August and finish in January. What do you want to do? And then so it worked. But anyways, flash forward to now, right? Like today. I spent the whole day making sure that these kids are able to sign on, okay? Because what happened was, we're in our second week right now. Okay, there's a lot of kids. I mean, I have a lot of kids that actually made it, which is awesome. But there's a lot of kids that didn't make it on. Hold on, I gotta use the restroom. Okay, so since last Monday, doing my stuff. I mean, I was a little bit worried before the first day, afterwards, I'm pretty control of like my skills. And I know there's a lot of teachers, they're still worrying about stuff, technology, I get it, right? But I knew that this first week, there'd be a lot of students that still don't know how to get on, right? And what happens is, if they don't know how to get in their Zoom meeting because they're logged into like their other account instead of their school account of their device, so that means they won't be accepted to the Zoom meeting, right? I get it. They need to know how to get on that Google Classroom and get the Zoom meeting. So today, I dedicated my whole day to just getting these kids on. And then so I'm like, I feel so accomplished. I mean, did I get 100%? No. But I was able to get a lot of kids that normally would not, you know, have the stuff. Like, there's some kids that they do make it into my Zoom meeting, but they have no idea how to sign into that whole Acellus thing. I'd be like, hey, how come you didn't do it? So what happened is I found a flaw. The flaw in this is when you send that email and then you give them their username and password, their username looks like a phone number, okay? But there's dashes in it. So what are you supposed to do? Take out the dashes. I'm like, oh. So I had to tell all the kids like that, make sure they do, oh, okay, right? And then so once that happened, they feel good. They could start their pre-test, do all that kind of stuff. And now they're all happy being able to do this work. So, basics. So how does this all wind up in my whole lifestyle reset video? Well, I gotta go back to basics. That's why, you know, yesterday I was telling you I was drinking all that water. Oh, guess what? I'm mixing some Metamucil with my water too. That does wonders. It's not safe for work video. But drinking a lot of water, eating only when you're hungry, and, you know, portion control, basic stuff, right? Walk around for an hour, you know? It's like everything should work itself out. You know, don't eat at 11 o'clock at night. Not even at 9 o'clock at night. Because I need to just go, drink some water, go to sleep, wake up early. Then I could eat if I want. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry. So, you know, but if I do want to eat, don't eat any carbs. Don't eat many carbs. I need some. But, you know, don't eat a lot of bread. Don't eat a lot of cereal. Don't eat chocolate. Really simple. Basic stuff. But, you know, these are the type of things that need to do. Rest your body. Right? Unfortunately, I didn't get good rest last night. I had to get good rest today because I have to drive to Victorville tomorrow. And I get to see the 20 kids face to face, the ones that I helped graduate. And you know why? Because I taught them how to go back to basics. That was a pretty good end. Okay, I'm going to just walk and enjoy my rest. All right, there we go. Day 946 in the books. So, yes, basics. Back to just simple. One video, one ending. It's actually pretty relaxing. So that I could just enjoy my walk and just whatever I do, right? But anyways, whatever the case is, that's what I gotta do. Back to basics. You know, have my mask on straight, that would help out too. But it's whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna stay strong, eat the basic foods, get some basic exercise, basic studying, basic sleep, everything. Back to basics. Big Daddy Shant, day 946. I get exercise 946 days in a row. You could exercise 946 days in a row. Because if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. Back to basics.